Okay, let's get started here. Continuing the story here. We're of course loaded with a bunch of saint courts. Let's check out the gates and see what they have this week. Alright, they have the electricity people, the Roma people, of course there's story summon, friendship summon, and that's it. Alright, we'll have to see what's in store next week. For now, let's continue. Let's go over to Salem. Alright, to the empty house. Evening, how you doing, Savage? Hope you're doing well. The fifth knot. Oh goodness. We're loaded. Alright, let's start selling some of these guys. Currently shocked? What happened? Yo, what's going on, Eric? How you doing? You want to talk? You know, on the way here, I was like, oh man. But yo, Palm, how you doing? On the way here, I was like, oh man, my gas tank is almost on E. If I go get gas, I'll get scolded. I was like, you know what? We'll get gas tomorrow. And here we are. I'm doing pretty well, I was just looking at the gates there, and I'm seeing when they have it. So far, very, very keen to holding a lot of the Saint Courts. I haven't seen anything that'll say, oh man, I better hold on to, I better use my Saint Courts for this. I haven't seen any of that. Any servants like that yet. Hopefully they'll come out with some nice ones soon. So, by the way, Paul, you might be on track to getting an E7 MVP. I saw you got like a bunch of defenses up. I said, okay, if he gets this attack on the mid fort, he'll be able to obtain it. I mean, it's a stronghold. Obtain it. Yeah, for real. No, oh my goodness, here's Tamori. You're holding it for Morgan? Maybe. There's a lottery event, and yeah, I understand. Wait, a lottery event for Lost Belt people, right? Yeah, you might though. You might. Yeah, that's for only those Lost Beltians probably have access. Yeah, this one, this New York one. I'm the cameo of the stream. Welcome. Let's go to Salem. Oh. Alright, to the empty house. Wait, what? That's the first thing you ask? That's it, I gotta work on the slander video for E7. I already got like the script ready on all the interactions for all the members. Dawn, villager's house, bedroom. Slander. Yo, how you doing, Delante? Oh, you slander yourself. There's no need for me to slander you. Oh, there you go. At your request. There's Abigail for you. Otosa. She went into that good sleep. Oh, that's right. She's dreaming. Oh my goodness. Let's just continue with the story. She's saying cursed things right now. Oh, that's kind of spooky. Only one left. People leave speed. There's Tamori right here coming out the cut. Then the ultimate gate will open. Wonderful. He has already begun his descent within the depths of your mind. Well done. Oh, watch it live. Soon, very soon now. Only one left. Morning Villager's house. Salem Day 6. I see. That would make me quite the liar indeed. I appreciate your show of trust in sharing this with me, but frankly, what you're saying is preposterous. We can't trust what we perceive within this space. Reality itself is being distorted. This discussion is over. I feel crazier with every word I listen to from you. If this is your way of rehearsing for one of your plays, then leave me out of it. You're telling me the year in the outside world is 2019, that everything here in Salem is artificial. I suppose the Harvard Divinity School where I teach these soldiers I brought back, and even Boston itself doesn't exist either then, huh? Ridiculous. I have never heard anything so completely absurd in all my life. You got the case? What about all the monsters? That can't be normal. I admit that things have happened here that seem to defy explanation. Yes, there are the monsters. What about the other parts though? But those are only oddities when viewed through the lens of British common sense. This is a pious land, so nobody talks about this. Indeed, most simply try to put it out of their minds. But the fact is, there's just one single God in our world. Everyone knows that. 3 years, goodness! Just get the bundle from Micro Center. Just get the bundle. It's worth. AMD bundle, by the way. I have lived among people of different countries in order to study these other gods. I also know that the Indians here worship their own strange and suspicious gods. I've seen a statue of a grotesque obese god that was worshipped by a dark cult during the Qing dynasty. There are dreadful beings, an ancient civilization, this mysterious new world, and tombs buried under desert sands. Horrible, unspeakable things that exist in the vastness of the cosmos, to whom humanity is so insignificant as to be beneath even their consideration. You feel offended? Hey, but you got like 3 shields off of it though. Paragon, you hail from the Orient, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps you have heard of the Aztec religion that worships the dragon god that dwells in the seabed palace. You mean Al Guang, the Dragon King? Or Al Kuang of the EC? Not that tough. He's talking about the mighty sword. Ah, you're talking about the great sea beast, the city? They've got great toxin, but you can't get it anymore now that they're all petrified. What I wouldn't give for another batch. Will you two pipe down for a second? Yeah, Dragon King Saru. I'm used to hearing criticism from my fellow academics, and I do not mind if you think me a liar. But I won't have you filling Abigail's innocent mind with nonsense and madness. It's time you learn the difference between fantasy and reality, and I will show you. Oh, where are Abby's parents' graves? Oh, what's this all of a sudden? Oh, that's right. They want answers to what possibly could have been Abigail's parents in the woods. That's right. And there's the ghouls too. I've been wondering about the Williams resting place as well. Mr. Carter, I checked the town graveyard, and neither your sister nor her husband were buried there. Abby didn't say anything about them either. That's because they don't have graves. Oh, they're just out there in the woods. Their bodies were never found, I'm afraid. Ah, that makes sense. I heard that sometimes something belongs to the deceased is buried in their stead if a body cannot be found. But you didn't do that either. Abigail seems to think that her parents were eaten by cannibals. What? Native Americans would never treat the dead like that. I've never seen evidence of that either. But this is the new world. Anything may happen here. Even now, my niece has nightmares about it. Lost corpse ghouls. Who was the last one to see them alive? Abigail herself. Thank goodness she survived the attack. What a horrible tragedy. And before Abigail did it to her parents. Yes, it is. I still cannot begin to understand why my niece would deserve such horror in her life. Man, oh man, I've never seen such a thick fog before. It even managed to soak through my cloak. Hey, Ringmaster, can I talk to you for a sec? You mean outside? Yo, how you doing, Scorpio? Hello, hello. Matahari's been scouting things out here, and she just sent us a message. There's been more hangings, one last night and one before dawn today. Who did they execute? The instigators of last night's riot, apparently. Word has it, they were an unpleasant bunch who were always going around fanning the flames of unrest. Or at least, that's the official story now. They say these guys were sending ghosts after them, that they've been possessed by the devil, and that they intentionally instigated the riot last night. But really, they're just using this as an opportunity to get rid of people they never liked, or ones they were fighting with over property rights and such. And not only that, those sailors we met at the harbor were among the condemned. They say they killed the tavern owner just to get out of paying their tab. Dang, dude. That's crazy. Oh well, rip those sailors, you know, they can't do much right there about that. They helped out. I just say that can't be right. You said it. They were good guys. They didn't deserve this. This is bad. I can't tell what's real and what's fake anymore. If this is all part of our Force incarnation, maybe I've got no choice but to die too, like the Queen of Sheba did. We can't hide out in the... Oh, sorry, let me put that on vibrate. We can't hide out in the bounded field forever. Put that on vibrate. Yeah, that's true. I've been debating whether I should tell you this, but Matahari suggested assassinating Carter as a possible way out of this mess. I'm down for that. For my part, I kept saying we need to do something about Hawkins ASAP. But Matahari is apparently much more worried about Carter. What did the Queen of Sheba think? Don't know. She refused to comment. Oh, why is that? Nope, she wouldn't even say anything, or rather, I don't think she could say anything. Think about it. She can see what's going to happen in the future. Matahari confirmed as much, but even though she knew about the demon god pillar, she still couldn't use that to her advantage here in Salem. Her role as Tituba may have limited what she could do, but she still should have been able to do something. We know she exerts a lot of influence just by existing. Maybe that was the trap all along. I mean, if she was really a threat to the demon god pillar, it wouldn't have given her a role at all. So what I'm getting at here is, this is a heretical land, built with blasphemies and apostates. A place where even attempting to help only makes things worse, more twisted. A land forsaken by God, where prayers just tumble out into empty abyss. A heretical land. Yep, even the best of intentions backfire here. And all they seem to get you is a noose around your neck. How can I be so sure, you ask? Well, it's not like I firmly belong to any one part of history. As a servant, I'm basically just an actor with a personality made up of a bunch of different parts. But thanks to that, it's easier for me to step back and see the big picture than it is for pretty much anyone else. I'm still kinda guessing here, but I think if we end up losing our cool and resorting to violence to try and get this mess sorted out quickly, the foundation propping up this fiction might crumble. It could wreck the whole plot, I guess. And then there'll be no way out of this singularity, and then it's over. And I think the more crimes we rack up, the more power it might give the pillar. And if that's how it is, all we can do is go along with whatever he's got in mind for us, while we try to figure out how to outsmart him. I wasn't able to stop any of the hangings. I hate to say it, but I don't think anything about that hanging business can be avoided. But just the fact that you're still alive means we've been able to evade its trap so far. Paragon, is Abby with you? The rabbit Robin Copperos wasn't in his cage. I think it must have gotten out. I'm still got to drain the blood before we can eat it. Oh, that's too detailed. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize I'd been going on for this long. Anyway, I didn't see anything here. Maybe the rabbit tunneled out. Robin, you were slacking on lookout. The fog is so thick today, I can't help but worry. have to hurry to our secret place. And remember the spell Lavinia taught me. Please settle down. I can't do this without you. Yeah, it is. You know why this is strong? For somehow the settings got changed. I noticed that, like, it's forcing me to read a slightly slower, controlled pace compared to like all at once. It's either extremely slow when it loads, like loading up the dialogue. Like last stream, it was like boom, like like all the previous streams have been like zapping fast. Had to hit the log. I was like, oh goodness, I can't keep up. Now it's like, all right, let me go to the next word. Let me think what's gonna be the next word. What's it gonna say? And then it's like, okay, we're getting some Abigail story here. Oh, thank goodness, the monsters haven't been here. 2, 4, 6, good. The stones we used for a 6-sided star are just like we left them. Okay, I've got a silver knife, roll for binding, and here it is. My precious book of Ebon is all muddy from the storm. So Typhoon, thou art a sinner, thou art the sixth knot. In this fertile land across the sea, the harvest we seek is our greatest pleasure. Yep. Hear our prayers. And she did the ritual. Thou art a sinner, thou art the sixth knot. Ah, our Father who art in heaven, let me speak thy name. Forgive the people of Salem their sins. Save the sinners who have lost their way. Ah, please, I beg you, please save this village. Yeah, they did. They did surely slow it down. Please make it so Lavinia can smile and laugh, and the travelers can find solace. And one day, I hope you relieve us of our suffering. But if our suffering should still continue, please take me away from here. I don't care where I go as long as it isn't here. Please, Kami-sama. Oh, don't move. Do not dare to try to conceal the evil evidence of your guilt. Not least that bloody knife. Abigail Williams, you are under arrest. No, please, you have the wrong idea. Abby, she really is you. Sansa, not you too. Guilty, get her. Throw her in the jail. How did you find me? This was our secret place. Nobody else knew about it. Your Honor, Judge Hopkins, please let me handle this. This is no satanic ritual. This is a child's poor way of playing house. Excuses? It requires no more than a harsh admonition. Out of the question. Move aside, Sansa. Please, Your Honor. This girl has knowledge acquired from Tituba, and she is holding the book of heresy for all to see. I do not choose who the devil may possess. Indeed, he may possess anyone at all. She can make her excuses from a prison cell. I will question her however I must until she confesses her vile sins, no matter how long it takes. Okay, I'll change it again. I and I alone shall determine whether or not she is a witch. His Honor hasn't slept at all for the past few days. Just yesterday, he was up all night with some sort of horrible instrument. It's okay, Abigail. Just stay calm. I promise I won't let them take you away. No, stay back. Don't come near me. She's just pointing her knife at his honor. Restrain her. This just gotta go? You're doing the right thing. Ah, what was that? My knife. Hopkins. You're the Whately. Oh. She had to do it to him. Oh, never mind. Oh, goodness. Hopkins. You killed my grandfather. You killed him. Get away from his honor. She bit me. Oh, she's a feral. It hurts, doesn't it? This is the same rope that broke my grandfather's neck. Dang it, how can she be this strong? Hear me now, our Father who art in heaven. Offer up this wicked man's life in sacrifice. Unspeakable things. More unspeakable things. Continuation of it. She just keeps going. His honor's aorta has been severed. There's nothing more we can do for him. This is horrendous. I can't believe a child could do such a thing. It's the devil. Cursed witch. Throw down your knife or I'll shoot. Lavinia. Don't come near me. You'll get blood in your hair. I don't care about... I told you, remember? I'm leaving Salem. I don't care what happens to this village. Hope all sinners get what they deserve. Alright, witch, you're coming with us? If you refuse, I'll open fire. I'm not refusing. If you want to shoot me, then shoot me right here, right now. If Hopkins' life isn't enough, then finish the ritual with mine. Dang. No, don't, Lavinia. Run and get out of here. Get away from this cursed land. I'm the one who taught Abigail the ritual of descent. This is my fault. So go ahead, kill me. Lavinia. Dang it, help us, Sansa. You there, get his honor's body. What? What are you doing, Sansa? Man, can't trust nobody here, man. Well, at least, hopefully he knocks him out. I'm sorry. Huh? Sansa, are you turning traitor on us? Yes, I am. Run away, Lavinia. It's not too late. You really are an idiot. I found her in Paragon. It's Abby and Sanson? Ah, what a mess. Indeed, bloodshed, fainting, untold death. The smell of blood is overwhelming. Wait, over there, on the ground. Is that Hawkins? What happened here? Lavinia, where are you going? Robin's like, it should have been me, dang it. I should have been the one who killed him. He wanted that smoke a long time ago. That's it. Run away, Lavinia. Are you okay, Abby? There's blood on you. You're not hurt, are you? You look pale and you're burning up with fever. Hold on, we'll get you back home. Justice for Tituba? Paragon, please give me a hand. Abby's in bad shape. It's more, for me, it's more justice for Matahari. Even though she didn't technically die, she's the act. Get back here, Waitley. Sansan, go after her. No, I did this. What are you saying? I killed his honor. I stabbed Matthew Hawkins with this knife. That's essentially what happened. He's gonna lie? Sanson? Unless he gave the knife to Waitley and told her to defend herself. Mash, how is Abby? She woke up and had some fruit and porridge not too long ago. She still has a bad fever that's making her groggy, but I think she'll be okay once she gets some rest. I see. That is a relief. Thank you for nursing her. Very well. We'll return to my lookout. I'm the one who should be thanking you, Neja. I really appreciate you're keeping watch until Robin gets back from the Queen of Sheba's safe house. All thanks to my special porridge, right? It's true. I had no idea you were such a good cook. You're right, the dialogue is strong in this one. Goodness! Now I see why they made this one node. Alright, let's continue. Hold on, let me set up again. Alright. You completely change how I thought about porridge. It's right up there with other staples for me now. Unusual. One dose of my wonder remedy would be enough to cure her. Usually. But I'm betting Abby's fever is something mere medicine can fix. Is not something mere medicine can fix. By the way, Mash, I haven't seen Carter anywhere. Do you have any idea where he went? The village judge summoned him to the town hall. I believe it had something to do with jurors. He said he would be back fairly late and asked us to look after Abby in the meantime. I see. That works out well then, for me. I'm going to borrow the kitchen again. Don't let anyone in there until morning. Got it. Free me. Let me change the dialogue settings. No. Alright, Abby. Have a good night. Get plenty of rest, okay? We'll be in the next room if you need anything. And Mr. Carter should be back soon too. Mash, Mr. Ringmaster. Could you stay with me? Is there something we can get for you? No, it's not that. It's just... I hope Lavinia's okay. And then there's Sanson. He didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry. This is all my... It's okay, we'll take care of it. Okay, I'm going to put out the lamp now. Wait, please. What is it? I have a favor to ask. Roll for me next time you see me in the gate. I really like if you told me about where you're from, about Chaldea. Sure. Abby. Paragon, I understand how you feel. But we have to discuss what we're going to do now that Sanson has been arrested. I can't imagine what Mr. Carter was thinking, leaving Abby on her own like this. You can get some rest, Smash. I'll be okay. But then there'd be no point. If you're staying, I'm staying too. Is Kalia very far away? What's it like? Is it a town, a castle, a theater? It's all those things and more. Well, I don't think I'd go that far. Kalia is located on top of a very tall, very cold and snowy mountain. It's also where I was born. It's a place where you can look at the stars. An observatory, wow. That means you were born right next to the stars, Mash. That sounds wonderful. I wonder if you could see the comet I was born under from Chaldea. I'm surprised you know so much about the stars, Abby. Lavinia taught me about them. She calls them celestial bodies, and she told me all about them and the constellations they form. Which is why I know that the Earth is round, and that Mars only looks like it goes across the sky. Okay, she's a round earther. I just wish there was more I could have taught her too. All I ever taught her were things about whales and gotcha rates. Whales? I didn't know whales came near Salem's waters. They do. I love to look out over the horizon from the hill and the common. If you're lucky, you can see whales spraying water from there. If you're really lucky, you can even see them jump out of the water and make a huge splash. Lavinia was so surprised the first time she saw that. The whales always come in summer. It won't be much longer now. Mash, do you know where my friend is? Your friend? Here you go, you really love this toy, don't you? Thank you, Mr. Paragon. I think I can go to sleep now. Your teddy bear is very cute. Does he have a name? This is Hugo. He has a twin brother named Migo. Uncle gave them to me when I was little. They're my best friends. A dog once tore him up, but Titua managed to sew him back together. So where's Migo? I gave Migo to Lavinia, but I guess I shouldn't have. Someone from her family took him and threw him away. It was one of the few gifts of mine Lavinia ever accepted, too. We even thought up their names together. Now I see. That dirty rag Lavinia tried to hide from us was actually a teddy bear. Oh. But we probably shouldn't tell Abby that, since she never mentioned it. Did you notice that too, Paragon? I think Lavinia loves Migo just like you love Hugo. You think? I hope so. Is there anyone in Chaldea who loves stuffed animals too? Do other people tease them and call them a baby? Why don't we go there together and find out? Ah, Paragon, what do you mean by that? You, me, and Abby can improv a play. An improv? You mean right now? You'd put on a play just for me? Well, I would love that. But I can't. I'm sorry, but I can never go to Chaldea. In that case, Hugo could come along in your place. I like that. But please try to keep it short, Paragon. We really do have to rest up soon. And Abby, please stay in bed while you watch. You mustn't get too excited. Okay, I'm going to borrow Hugo for just a bit. Here you go. Have fun, Hugo. I know I can be naughty sometimes, but Hugo's always good. Of course, there are people in Kalia who also love stuffed animals. You might not know it by looking at her, but even Medea loves playing with dolls. Really, Medea's so beautiful, but she always seemed like there's an invisible wall around her. Everyone in Kalia has their own things they care about deeply. Abby, you can be kind of willful, can't you? Ah, is that you, Hugo? It's true. I'm sorry. See, Paragon's more willful. I hope you don't make too much trouble for your fellow truce members then. What other sorts of people does Chaldea have besides actors? All sorts from around the world. Is amazing. Does that include people from Zepong? Oh yes, there are a fair number of them, including Paragon himself. That sounds so wonderful. There are also inventors, detectives, writers, musicians, bomb lovers. Bombs. There you go, get out of there. I hope. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. There's the garish clown. Harris didn't even look at him. A clown? You don't mean Mephistopheles? Why, you even have a clown there? You must be like a royal jester. I roll them all the time. I read that even though they look like fools, you actually have to be very clever to be one. Hugo, why don't we try going to some other room? Hopefully, one that's peaceful and quiet. The library? No, let's visit the inventor's lab. Oh, Hugo. Oh, Arika. Chigo. Why did Sanson do that? Okay, bad. Who are you? Oh no, he actually made an appearance. Me, I am. It's probably the play, probably. Oma, a human moth known appropriately as the Mothman. Motha. Give it up, Murphy. Okay. It's me, Murphy. How did you get here without ray shifting? Let's just say the opportunity presented itself. After all, visiting hellscapes is a little hobby of mine. It's very easy to, unlike heaven, the doors to hellscapes are always wide open. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. My. The creator certainly did an excellent job here. Let's take a quick gander around this place. And I must say, it's fine hellscape indeed, with lots of thoughtful touches. Are you the demon god pillar? Me? I'm just a simple murder-loving bomb enthusiast. You can find a dozen of me in any town. Besides, can't imagine a demon god pillar would be able to create a hellscape like this. Are you sure? Why, of course, I am. Have I ever lied to you before? A hellscape is nothing if not a land forsaken by God. You know, a land of heresy and such. But you can't have heresy without a deity, and you can't have a deity without humanity. Gods are given form wherever humans see them, whether that be in disaster, a miracle, or evanescence itself. But if a true God has no need for humans at all, it would be a wholly alien sort of thing in every meaningful sense. It would be something that couldn't possibly be contained on this little blue ball of ours. At least that's what I think. I think therefore I'm Effie. By the by, you may want to know what time it really is picking up speed in here. The time is really picking up speed in here. Okay. Even the precious Sabbath is being neglected. Do you know what today's date is? It's actually the evening of April 29th. And do you know what this means? Do you? It means that tomorrow is Wasprach. The night witches hold a maddening, frenziing banquet. A feast of surprise and excitement. I can't wait. Incidentally, that's it for me and our little story. I hope you'll forgive my absence, Mage of Chaldea. Paragon. Paragon, Neja told me to tell you to please wrap up your walk. I have to agree with her. I know we don't have a lot of room to sleep, but... Where'd he go? I understand you're worried about Sanson choosing to go to jail. But you need your rest. Even the servants are exhausted. A demon was here. Ha, please don't scare me like that. Neja didn't report anything of the sort. But, Paragon, you were standing out here all by yourself. I thought you were just lost in thought and talking to yourself. I think we should go to bed now. You need to rest up while you can. Yeah, good idea. Is something wrong? I can't help but notice you're staring at me. Thank you, Mash. Of course, if anything, I should be thanking you. Not at all, Paragon. We're still just getting started. We may not have found any leads on the demon god pillar just yet, but it can't hide from us much longer. So let's finish up this mission and make Da Vinci and Geronimo proud of us. Let's make sure we all get back to Chaldea. Yes, of course. I can't believe it's already been 6 nights. That was the 6 knots. How many knots do they want? Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. It continues. It continues. Alright, let me actually change the dialogue settings here. Alright, let's go over here to the game options. Let's put it to 2. Oh, wait, 2. We had it at 1. Goodness, 1 was painful. Alright, let's go to 2. Okay, this is fine. Okay, this is good. I'll take 2. So slow. Yeah, 1 was very painful. Alright, let's go back over here. 2 seems reasonable. Yeah, 1 is hard. I don't know how I got to 1. Alright, let's continue. Alright, it's you. Here we go. 1 was like, alright, I'm about to read a bedtime story. 1 is like, okay, get ready for the bedtime story, right? Alright, so this is a mystery class. Alright, let me see what we have here. Novi? Novi it is. This one you're referring to. I hope you, when you say Novi, I hope you're referring to this one. Oh, Nobu? Okay. Okay. Would I need sustain here? Avenger. So you say it, for some reason you picked Avenger? So I'm gonna go Avenger too. I'll go Avenger as well then, if that's the case. Where's this? I'm a double Avenger at it. Alright, let's get started. Section 7, 6 knot. The next morning. Same day 7. Man. I didn't think it was going to be this dark out. It might as well still be nighttime. Guess it's got something to do with the weird time nonsense. Oh yeah, this is much, much better. Nothing quite takes your mind off things like an ear-shattering scream in the morning. I don't even want to know what this is about. The well outside is all full of tar. And the milk's gone to rotten. It looks like cottage cheese. Now, how am I going to make our morning porridge? How could the start of our day possibly get any worse? That is your concern. Would it kill you to grill some pork chops occasionally? So tired of porridge. It's not just any old porridge. It's my special Kyokyon porridge. And I'll have you know, Kyokyon porridge is made with. She's like, didn't ask, don't care. What are you shouting about so early in the morning, auntie? Oh, Madia, haven't seen you in. Wait, what? Swear to Hakati that you never call me auntie again. You hear me, Madia? Wait, you can't be Madia. Okay, who are you? Mata. Just a little illusion to disguise me. The Queen of Sheba lent me some of her power. I might be good at makeup, but disguises are another thing altogether. At any rate, the whole village is in total chaos. It's not just the well water. There's also a swarm of insects, birds, and of course, this pitch black sky. At this point, if the dead got up and started wandering around, I don't think I'd even bat an eye. Abby, you still have a bad fever. Please, try to stay in bed. You've been sweating in the night. Here, let me dry you off. Oh Mash, you're exaggerating. I feel great now. All I needed was a good night's sleep. I have to thank you and Mr. Ringmaster again for all your help. I'm sorry, but I really do have to ask you to stay in bed. I know it's very dark outside right now, but it's still morning. Your fever has only gone down a little. I'll bring you some breakfast in bed, so please get some rest. Okay, I'll do as you say, Mash. Thank you. Mash, could I ask you a favor? What is it? Do you think you could find Lavinia for me? She must be scared out in the woods, all by herself, nowhere to go. Okay. Now please, don't punish her. Just make sure she gets on her boat. Okay. I'll hold you to that. Alright, just go outside, Mash, chill for 10 minutes, come back in, say, yep, she's got on her boat. This is the provisional court. Defendant Charles Henry Sanson. Oh my goodness, he's about to get noosed. That man guilty. Can I talk to you for a moment, Paragon? I guess that Medea's Matahari then. Right, that's Matahari disguised as Medea. I managed to speak to Sanson alone earlier. I tried to give him some of my medicine just in case, but he refused to accept it. You mean the medicine to fake your death? Right, the same stuff I made for Matahari. I admit it's tricky to use. I mean, it really does kill you, at least for a while. Still, he might end up needing it depending on how this trial goes. But he refused to even entertain the possibility. Does he have some kind of plan of his own? What point could there possibly be in sacrificing himself? Just what is that dummy thinking? I think the only way we can save him is this court. I just don't get, why would he go out of his way to choose the more dangerous option? Oh, why do men always do stuff like this? Order. This court is now in session, but before we begin, I would like a moment of silence for the late Judge Hopkins, who devoted the last day of his life to hunting down the witches plaguing our fair town. Reverend, would you mind saying a few words on a prayer? And that concludes the testimony of our brave constables who were on the scenes. Lavinia, Waitley, Judge Hawkins' murderer, is still on the loose. Lavinia Waitley, Judge Hawkins' murderer, is still on the loose. Lavinia Waitley, Judge Hawkins' murderer, is still on the loose. Lavinia Waitley, Judge Hawkins' murderer, is still on the loose. Lavinia Waitley, Judge Hawkins' murderer, is still on the loose. No silence? Just continue the clamoring. Soldiers from the militia are searching for her as we speak, but are having no luck in this poor weather. No respect for the Hopkins. Now, where is Abigail Williams, the other person of interest in these events? As her legal guardian, do you have anything to say on her behalf, Mr. Carter? Abigail is currently recuperating from physical and mental exhaustion. I will be defending her. Very well. Now then, Charles Henry Sanson. You volunteered to serve as Judge Hawkins' bodyguard. However, you have completely failed in your charge of keeping him safe. And, perhaps even more seriously, you assisted Lavinia in making her escape from the scene. According to the constable's testimony, you were acting virtually as a lunatic. Do you admit the truth of these allegations? I do. Dang, it's just like that? It's all true. Then it is clear that you were conspiring to murder his honor all along. What other explanation is there for this? Objection. These circumstances were beyond his control. I disagree, Paragon. Sanson is a skilled and experienced fighter and should have been more than capable of handling the situation. What else could have kept him from upholding his duty to keep his honor safe? Ringmaster Paragon. As the leader of your troop, I understand that you are here to defend Sanson's case. But you will watch your tongue in my court. Remember, this comes on the heels of the execution of one of your members, Matahari, who earned that sentence by attempting to lead our people astray. One could certainly draw the conclusion that they were acting on your orders. The only reason you still walk free is the absence of both evidence and accusations made against you. He's going awfully far. Your Honor, I have evidence. Huh? Betrayal? This betrayal? These people have been my guests, or so I thought. Oh no! And they have been very good to my niece. However, if that is simply the way they operate, I may have unwittingly invited demons into my own house. Mr. Carter, you can't say it ain't so. Paragon, you will hold your tongue. Go on, Mr. Carter. Tell to the court. They are harboring a criminal in our village. One who was meant to be dead, no less. Dang, he out here snitching. They are hiding Titu out in the woods even after she was supposed to have been executed. Such madness. Betrayal. Like, it seems that Sanson's guilt is no longer in question. In fact, all y'all get on that podium. Go ahead and defend yourself right now. It's gonna be a group execution. Take him to the hill. Wait, what? Where's my fair trial? Gank him? This is absurd. This is completely absurd. Stop this, Uncle. Abby. I'm sorry, Paragon. I tried to stop her, but she begged to let her go. Abigail, the decision has already been made. This can't be right. Sanson is in the center. Can't you all see that for yourselves? He's only ever tried to do the right thing. Are you sure about that? Sanson himself feels tremendous guilt over his sins and is trying to atone for them. He will be punished according to the law we God-fearing people of Salem set down to protect our town. We are passing judgment on our fellow man. Isn't that how it should be? Or are you saying your conscience knows better than God himself? That's not fair. Why won't you understand? Uncle, is this what you wanted to happen all along? Did you invite the trope to stay with us just so you could expose their sins? Is there anyone in this world who has never sinned? Is there any child of Eve unmarked by the serpent's deception? This is becoming irritating. As you can see, my niece is severely exhausted. She's in no state to contribute to rational discourse. My apologies, Your Honor. Please don't let her interrupt the proceedings any further. Very well. Now then, Paragon. As your complicity in these crimes have been exposed, you too must be made to account for them. Normally, I would have you taken into custody immediately. However, you and your trope are also the family of the condemned. I'm close to the end of this singularity. As such, should you wish to attend his execution, I will grant that request. What say you? This is outrageous. Your request is granted, but be warned that any attempt to interfere will be dealt with harshly. And stop glaring at me like that. It would change nothing. Constables, keep a close eye on them. Hey, hands off. Stop trying to resist. Hold on, Abby. Do not lose sight of yourself. Stop this. Please stop. This is wrong. Everyone's making a terrible mistake. There's a lot of reading. Reading OP. And just these two nodes. Reading is very OP. But luckily we got the text speed up, so we're actually reading at a natural pace now. Charles Henry Sanson. If you would like to offer any prayers to God, I will hear them now. I finished my prayers to God long ago. These prayers are for those I executed myself. Then let God hear what you have to say. Paragon. You can't possibly be okay with this, can you? We don't have any tricks up our sleeves this time. Since he's incarnated, Samson's really going to die. This will end your contract with him. That's okay. I always transmute him. Yeah, he will forget everything that happened to him after he was summoned to Chaldea. We'll probably end up summoning him like at least another dozen more times or something like that. You're not seriously going to let that happen, right? If you're going to stop them, it's now or never. It's a tiny rural village. Hardly any witnesses to worry about here. What are you waiting for? You can do this, can't you? So go on, do it before he's gone for good. She's like, go out there and show them the command spells. Show them true witchcraft. Paragon? Sanson. Ah. I have taken many lives. Lives of criminals, traitors, and heretics. Condemned men, every one of them. They deserved their deaths. Their sentence was more than enough to rob them of any hope they had. And what greater despair could there be than in the absence of hope? But I continued to torture them far more than necessary. I humiliated them before crowds, inflicted pain and suffering on them, far worse than death. This may be my only chance to atone for what I've done. Paragon. They've already put a noose around Sansa's neck. I've got to show them the true witchcraft. I've got to use a command spell. No, it's now or never. Hold your command spell. Dang it, he's doing it. Don't do it. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it. It's not worth. It's only a, what's that, 3-star? Stay out of this Paragon. It's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't do it either. Not worth. Hanase. Let Frenchie do this his way. He's not acting out of desperation. He's up there to help Kalia with our mission. And Robin, I bet Robin's like, yeah, get that guy out of here. Internally, he's like, yeah, finally I got rid of Sanson. He's like, get him out of here. Because these two had beef. He thought long and hard and decided this was the only choice he had. If you trust him at all, Paragon, then you can try to stop him. Then you cannot try to stop him. But if he was going to do this, why didn't he tell Paragon about it? I think it's one of those things as like he cannot, it's sort of like Tituba. He cannot inform him of the actions or something like that. Because if he did, Paragon will stop him. And if he had MASH, it might just be you up there on the gallows now. Or even Paragon himself. And there'd be no coming back from that. Maybe so, but I still can't let him do this. Paragon, you're just barely hanging on by a thread yourself. Don't go making any reckless moves. If you're going to do this, then give me an order. And if you can't... Ah, Sanson. Au revoir, Sanson. Charles. Dang it. Well, are you happy now? You goddamn hicks? How many people do you miserable shits need to watch die before you're actually satisfied? Or is it that your life's so freaking awful that you'd rather stick around watching good people suffer every damn day? What a foul-mouthed, foul little man. Put him in the gallows next. Pay him no head. More importantly, no heed. Yes, your honor. I'll take Paragon to prison right now. Good. I've set soldiers on the road, but there's no telling what they might try. Be on your guard. I see. If only I was a witch. A witch who had turned her back on the word of God. If I were the one true sin of this hollow Salem. An evil aura. Everyone, please listen to me. I have a confession to make. I would like to accuse myself. What? Madness! I'm a witch. I hid out in the woods and conducted evil rituals. I led my friends astray. Abigail, what are you saying? I'm a witch. I made sacrifices to summon a demon and chanted spells that blasphemed God against God. Yeah, Abby's a witch. A demon led us astray. Dang! She's a witch. A witch. Ah, filthy witch. Dang, that was quick. They stoned her real quick. Oh. Abigail's a witch. A witch. Stone, the one defending her too. They're both demons. Neja. This is my punishment to bear. You don't have to endure this. These stones are a lot harder than the props in your plays, right? So it's okay. This is not okay. I am not okay with this. All of you listen. You would throw stones at your own neighbor. You would abandon your fellow believer. Then you who wish for loneliness, take up a rock. You who despise love, go ahead, cast your stones. For I am Prince Neja, Marshal of the Central Altar, and I will not be crushed by anything less than the great boulders of 5-element mountain. Don't know how to lie them all. She's about to go get a nuclear on the village. It's okay, Neja. These stones don't even bother me. Anymore. Abigail? That looks just like a spirit origin being released. Does this mean Abby was a servant all along? Could she be an anti-hero witch? Did these trials end up creating an actual witch? How is this possible? It's not. All I want to know is if she better be half level like me, otherwise it's some bullshit. Given all the crap he pulled, Hawkins was a much better fit for an anti-hero. Ivy, her threat is rapidly growing. Get back, Paragon. She's definitely a real witch. You wish? Though, I can't say I care for how blatant she's being about it. Ah, now I see. So this is the stage that's been set for me. Isn't that right, Queen of Shiva? Well then, it's time to show off what I can really do. Come at me, you little punk. I'll give you your first lesson in real witchcraft. Robin, Neja, try not to hurt her. Goodness, she's just a child. Alright, so we're fighting Abigail, the foreigner. Duck them kids? Oh, thank goodness. She's level 30 just like me. We're chilling. Alright, let me see. This for everyone? Nope, it's just burning for herself. Okay. How about this one? I have triple her, so I guess I could do this. Alter ego? No, it's all good. I think this is fine. I think we could actually DPS it down. Alright, so let's just do this. Alright, we're burning that. MP gauge, pause the card fight 2 turns. Okay. Okay, so we do this next. Okay. And then I just go from there. Just triple attack. Skill 2? Alright, let me see what skill 2 does. Apply invincible, buff, remove resist, 1 turn. Apply special against enemies. Heaven. Okay. Okay. Is she heaven? Alright, there you go. Alright, she's praying. That's nice. Goodness. Alright, let's not do that again. I see I have triple of her again, so I'm getting her cards pretty lucky. I could do... I actually want to do her triple her again, but I have triple Miu, so it'd probably be do Miu instead. There you go. Alright, very good. Let's just get some heals going. Go Nobu? Okay. Alright, I'll do Nobu instead. On her... Triple Nobu instead? Wait, let me see. Engraved card, she heals. I'll do one Nobu. I want this healing for us. There you go. Use the wrong one? It was Buster, no? Damn, that kind of hurts. Alright, that kind of hurts just a little. Use the wrong one. I used the right one. She kind of hurts just a little. Alright. Let's see if I can stun her. A stunner would be great. Nice, we got the stun. That's what I'm talking about. Now, what I'm concerned here is that she will do her, she'll get a charge gain, then do MP. I'll actually want to stand when she does that. There you go. And we'll just do this. Alright, here she come. She coming here next turn. This is the best I can do. Just heal what you can. Alright, let's just go in there. Like, she does buff removal with this? Defense buff. Alright. Inflict burn. Alright, cool. Let's just burn her. Oh, it didn't do as much as I imagined. Alright, let's get our heals up again. Yes, I'd like to get our heals up again. And see if we can actually I can do this. Burn. Attacking would be... I think she can actually kill it with one swipe. I trust she can kill it with one swipe. So actually... Yeah, I say she can kill with one swipe. And then I'll use Bradamante's ult next turn. So I'll go with these two. Yeah. Here's hoping. I think she can kill with two hits. Yeah, she looks like she got it. There you go. Oh, that's it? Okay. Hey, that heal carried us too. Oh no, energy overflow is gonna sit there for a while. The witches are fighting each other. Run away before they curse you. Did you see their twisted smiles? It was like the witches' Sabbath come to life. Abigail's back to normal. At least we kept her under control, but... now the villagers are going to be more afraid than ever. Move aside, don't dare resist. We're taking the witch into our custody. You too, wings, damned witch. I'm not a witch, I am the queen witch, bitch. Okay, hey, don't touch me. I turned you into a dog, you know. Paragon, what are we going to do now? Oh, no, stop. Please don't take Paragon away. I hope Abigail's okay. Paragon. Looks like you and me together this time, Paragon. They didn't think I'd be doing time here again. I guess I should be grateful they didn't hang me on the spot. I'm really light, so hanging would be pretty long and painful death. I'm sorry, you lost one of your friends. But hey, look on the bright side, Paragon. At least you got a beautiful girl here to keep you company. I was like, where? Tell me where. Ah, I slipped. Oh, I hate this place. I had it up to here with this gel and just slippery, slimy floors. Here, let me sit on your lap for a bit. Did something prick my leg? Hey, Paragon. If you care about me at all, even just a little, what do you say we get out of here together? No, I'm talking about this jail. I can get out of here whenever I feel like it. No problem. I mean to the outside world, beyond Salem. I could never do that. Hey, wait a minute. You wouldn't have to have a ridiculously high tolerance for poison, would you? Or maybe a prosthetic leg? I see what's going on here. On second thought, never mind. Just forget about it. Pull out the feathers one by one. Did you try to poison me? Oh, stop. I'm sorry. Forgive me. That really hurts. Hang on. We have an unexpected visitor, is that? We threw them in the cell in the back. Don't worry, it's locked up tight. Oh, how kind of you. You shouldn't have. Okay, I'll let you have some privacy. If you need anything, just let me know. Thank you. Carter! He shows up, he shows his ugly mug around here? Goodness. Well, if it isn't this guy. The demon god pillar. When did you figure it out? I wasn't sure until you told me just now. I see, well, that's alright. You're my guest, that much hasn't changed. As your host, the very least I can do is give you a warm welcome. In fact, I came here to thank you for pacifying my niece after she gave everyone such a fright. No problem. Seems the fitting show of gratitude after all I hear your kin did for my niece. Is it so strange? I'm far from the first demon god pillar to raise a human. And my own special trait comes from towns after all. That's why it doesn't bother me to present myself as human, or to wear clothes, or to live in a house. In fact, I found it rather comforting. I suppose it would be fair to say that such things are precisely what led me to split from Gosha's consensus. They feared death too much, to the point that they became fixated on us. I'm not like Fornius or Haganti, nor do my values align with any of the other members of the 5 envoys, namely Baal, Zephyr, Andrus, and Phoenix. Now then, is there anything else you'd like to discuss? Are you here to kill us? I want you to understand my objective. Knowing will help you to make a more rational decision. More like it'll help you manipulate us better. Why not tell us all of this from the start, huh? Because I failed with that batch. But now the time is right for me to tell you the truth. Like you tell us any truth that might not further your own goals. Don't listen to anything he says, Paragon. That's the best thing you can do here. Otherwise you'll fall into the same trap with the Queens of Sheba, one of your own making. We could lose our only clue at saving Abigail. I'm trying to save her. I promise you that much, from the bottom of my heart. What did you do to her? Paragon. Our Goetia's objective was to save mankind. That has been true ever since we were born. That is precisely why Salem and Abigail Williams were chosen. Salem is positioned on the border of sanity and madness, the wisdom of the modern age and the darkness of the Middle Ages, and so closely entwined here as to be almost completely indistinguishable. There is no other place where the two extremes of humanity, nature are so clearly laid bare. Furthermore, Abigail is blessed with a rare talent. Talent? You mean her aptitude as a witch? Abigail is pure and innocent. She is better suited as a medium than a witch. Lavinia had talent for it as well, but Abigail was leaps and bounds beyond her. She was everything I could have hoped for and more. Thanks to her, I am certain to succeed. What are you planning on making her do? Don't get me wrong, I'm not making her do anything. She will do this because she chooses to. She will complete the great work that we could not, the salvation of mankind. And she will do so through great pain. It is pain that the basis of human happiness. Nothing in the world could be more valuable. Everyone feels pain in equal measure. Without it, well, you would all cease to be human. It is worth far more than love or death could ever hope to be. Abigail will be its harboring. Tomorrow, when the court opens at dawn, she will be tried as a witch. And all is going well. Many have tried to save Abigail before, but none have ever succeeded. Even I was not up to the task. That's why I invited Kalia here again. I expect great things of you, Mr. Paragon. Great things indeed. I probably won't be much help from the gallows. Hey, yep, you fell right for their trap, and I ended up busting out some pretty flashy spells. Sorry about that. Hang on a minute. What do you mean, that batch, Carter? Don't tell me you've been repeating the last several days, trying to produce results. That's plain dirty, in multiple sense of the word. Have you no shame? You've been looping time to recreate history? Repeat, loop, recreate? What would be the point of that? I have no interest in moving backward. I only want to move forward, towards suffering. All I did was compress that process. I sped up the cycle of life and death. It's possible to do that within the bounds of a town, especially after I secured a source of magical energy. I tested for optimal conditions and made adjustments and invited guests, which were an indispensable factor. So you've been repeating that over and over with no real endgame to speak of, huh? Leave Abby and these people out of your sick games. It seems you have the wrong idea. Not one person in Salem is here against their will. Even you all met the necessary conditions. That's why I invited you. That was the guard. It seems the visiting hours are up. Hey, we're not done with our questions. One last thing, whose body is that? At this point it's mine. I am Randolph Carter. And before that is like Abigail's father. Somehow. I'm amazed how well you can see in these dark woods, Robin. I can barely keep up with you. I'm actually the son of a forest sage, believe it or not. That said, you and I can't tell night from day here. There's a little albino girl. Lavinia. Thank goodness we found you before the court reconvenes at dawn. We're not here to capture you, I promise. We only want your help. No. Forget it. Oh, running away again, are we? For all his other faults, Frenchie never ran. Is he? He's dead because of you. Tell her, dead because of you, Sansong. The idiot, such an idiot. Thank you, Lavinia. Are you feeling better now? If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you about your situation and how you got here. We can't bring you back to the village now for many reasons. But I hope you'll at least take advantage of the fire and Robin's cloak to stay warm. Thanks. The demon god pillar brought me and my family here and threatened us. I knew the Salem wasn't supposed to be here because even the time period was wrong. So this one's the exception. Cause he said that everyone's there voluntarily. But here's a contradiction. She's like, we were coerced to be in here. But we couldn't run away. The demon god pillar had us all trapped. Me, my parents, my grandfather. We tried wagons, sailboats, but none of us could ever leave. When the demon god pillar appeared and gave us orders, it always looked like a wriggling, raven black pillar, a really grotesque creature. What did the demon god pillar ask your family to do? Nothing. Oh, nothing. All he said was, do what must be done. We, Whateleys, came from a line of alchemist mages. Our greatest wish has always been for the outer god to descend here. It's been closely guarded secret for generations, but somehow the demon god pillar knew about it. And he was very interested. I eventually understood why while I was investigating Salem. There were foreign guests here, ones who came before us. I think we were probably the sixth one. And I think there used to be other people here that the demon god pillar forced to serve him. Did you figure that out from the graves in the forest? I noticed 6 pretty shabby looking graves there. Some of them were still empty too. That's right, that is the altar. But I still couldn't see the whole picture. I think the natives that killed Abigail's parents and the wharf and the trade ships that shouldn't exist in this time were probably also guests. The empty tuba was probably one of them too. Abigail adored that woman. She always seemed special. For a time, I suspected she was actually controlling everything, but then she was executed. Now I think all of you and Hopkins must be the 7th guest. That's so. Well then, which of us was the uninvited one? Maybe Judge Hopkins was really supposed to be the 7th guest. And if so, does that mean we're the ones who race shifted here unexpectedly? Or had the demon god pillar accounted for us as well? No, that can't be right. And that would mean this is not all going to demon god pillar's planned. No, this is going as planned. Because he was like, yeah, you guys, this batch is the good batch. He's like, this is what I expect. That's it, I don't think there's much time left, either for us or the demon god pillar. Between Judge Hawkins and us, we really made a mess of things here in Salem, didn't we? So what's the outer god stuff all about? Is it a god like Chrome Cock that demands sacrifice and whatnot? No answer to that one, eh? Something doesn't add up. I don't understand why a demon god pillar would seek another divine being when he already has godlike powers. He probably just gets off on twisted crap like that, or he just really likes the idea of dominating humans. Case in point, he went out of his way to recreate these sick witch trials. But who would really be enough? But what would that be really enough for him to split off from Goetia? Not too long ago, Cersei passed a message to Neja from jail, and Neja gave it to me. She said that the demon god pillars showed up looking like Mr. Carter, and that he sent his mission here is to save mankind. Carter. Apparently he's taking a different approach from Goetia, whose plan focused on storing up unimaginable amounts of magical energy. But what could it be? What are you two talking about? Are you Kabbalists? Rosicarians? Freemasons? I can't imagine. You used to be mercenaries or soldiers. Oh, I guess you could say we're stargazers? Alright. Since Paragon isn't here now, I'll tell you about the organization we belong to, Chaldea. Whoa, you serious about this, Mash? In exchange, will you tell us everything you know about the secret outer god, please? I'm sure it will help us with Paragon and Cersei's trial. And that it will help us save Abby from her predicament. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm already dead anyway. What? I tried to sacrifice everything to the outer god, but I failed. I feared for my life, so I ran away. Because of that, my prayer never reached him. There's nothing wrong with wanting to stay alive. Lavinia, I'm sure Abby and Sansom feel the same way. Mash. Where's Abigail? Abby is being confined to the house where Hawkins was staying. I refuse to leave the guards be until they put her there. That prison is no place for a young girl. Afterwards, Matahari, Neja, and I snuck over there to visit her. But we couldn't see inside, so we still don't know how she's doing. I'm very worried about her fever. My family, my grandfather, started to change after we were brought here. He started to believe he was feuding with Abigail's parents, even though he wasn't. Oh, that's right. And this time period can manipulate thoughts and stuff like that. Our perceptions were disoriented in the same way. But despite that, my family's wish never changed. If anything, it made grandfather even more eager to complete the ritual descent. It was dangerous to do that in the village, but there was nothing I could do about it. Lavinia. Abigail followed me everywhere. It was really annoying. She wasn't like the other villagers. But my grandfather thought he hated her parents and that Abigail was hiding something. So I pretended to be friends with her. She was curious about the outside world, so I taught her the ritual descent with a fake grimoire. It was always my job to catch birds and animals to be sacrificed. She was so happy playing with the six-sided star altar. She called it a holy symbol. It was our own secret game. Over time, I started to go mad at myself. Memories of things I'd never seen started flooding into me. It made me feel like I had grown up in Salem. I don't even know about any comment. Sounds like it was pretty rough for you too, Lavinia. No, it wasn't. The one who had it rough is his. The outer god is the god of the great gate and the key. The 6 doors, down, left, right, front, and back, represent all possible dimensions. And this outer god is enshrined beyond the ultimate gate, the outside of our universe, where light can never reach. but despite that, it also borders all possible dimensions and is tied to all possible things. Some know him as Sutophon, but in the Book of Ebon, has been with our family for generations. The outer god is described as the all-in-one and the one-in-all. The all-for-one. Oh my goodness. Can finally take a breather. Next, okay. The final knot will be next stream, of course. The final knot is next stream. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. Oh, and before we head out, let's do our friendship point summon. Yeah, we're almost done. We're about to meet the Alta God. Or say Abigail, one of the two. Let's see if we get that boy Angermanu here. Oh, whoa, it paused for this person. Who are you? Oh, my bad. Ah, it's the event CE. I see. Okay, I'll lock it. It's an event CE. Alright. So, that brings us to the end of the stream. Thank you all for sticking around. This was a very long stream. We did 2 whole nodes. 2 whole nodes in one battle, but we got a lot of lore on that one. Hopefully, see you all next time. Y'all take care. Adios. Bye-bye.